Dungeons and Dragons is not what a riddle's dragons, but they order, disorder, roll on.
Welcome back, A&D's Junior Adventures and Friends, to this quest for competence. I'm your host and Game Master MK Gibson, but enough about me. Let's start with our friend in the corner with the color on her face, Judy Black.
Yes, I have revived from the dead of last week. I play Gigi the Necromancer in our lovely chaotic adventure. In my other life, I am Judy Black, and I write mostly Dungeons and Dragons modules. The latest one is Voodoo Children, which is basically you can play your own version of the first book of Bubba the Monster Hunter, so you can go and fight zombies in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Pretty fun, pretty silly, because that's the name of the game, honestly, in Dungeons and Dragons as far as I'm concerned. What about you, Miss R.E. Carr?
Wow. I am the one, the only, the R.E. Carr. And in this game, I play the incredibly violent plant-based druid Hilda Swington. When I am not criticizing everyone's dietary choices and screaming at Moog for having lustful thoughts about elves and not admitting it, I write books. Well, I normally do, except my day job has eaten my brain and I've pretty much forgotten what I do. I think I write books that have some vampires and some werewolves and some vampire hunters and some dryads. And my latest, The Final Girl Part 2, will come out when my brain stops pouring out of my ear holes. How about you, Teresa? I think you're next.
I am. My name is Teresa Glover, and I am the author of the Caitlin Kelly Monster Hunter series with Falstaff Books, and also an editor with Falstaff Books. And in the game, I play Trincairn Vinetangler, who really just wants to get you in her downline with all of her wonderful opportunities. There's a myriad. I mean, you have your choice, so it doesn't matter what you pick as long as you pick at least one. But, preferably two, maybe three. You know how it goes.
All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Rick Gualtieri, and I play Moog Face Eater. And Moog say, the elf on the shelf can go fuck itself. In real life, I write several things, including Bill of the Dead, Tome of Bill, and Tales of the Crypto Hunter. Speaking of which, the latest, I won't say book in the series, more of a side story, but the latest story from that world, Boar War, is on Kindle Vella, and it is now complete, coming to Amazon as a full book near you soon. But if you want to read it anyway on Vella, go right ahead.
So hi, I'm Misty Massey. I'm the author of the Mad Kestrel series of pirate fantasy adventures. In the game tonight, I play the handsome and slick and seductive Anwir Crow, the thief who doesn't want to get on your downline, he just wants to get in your pants.
Just wants to get down your line. That's all. And as I said at the top, I'm MK Gibson, author of such books as the Shadow Master series, Technomancer series, and just make a new character series starting Level 1 Sucks, which I'm only halfway through. All right, so when last we left off, you all had managed to defeat yourselves, see each other's dreams, learn a thing or two, like a good Scooby-Doo episode, and just as you put the two locks into the crypt to go down to find the Gem of Fumark, the ground started to open up like the nothing from the end of the Never-Ending Story, or whatever part. And the best part is when the horse dies, obviously. We all remember that. So,
Anywho. Too soon.
Stupid horse. Anyway, Equestricide.
The only
It's
thing,
just
the
not
only
for
thing
kids
that
anymore.
scene was missing was a dead Macaulay Culkin on top of it.
No, it'd been funnier like if Atreyu just said just puts his foot on top of puts his horse's head down a little bit more, like, fine, fuck you. Stop being sad. I'll give you something to be sad about. That's the 80s. Anyway, as the ground's being swallowed up and you guys are starting to fall down, down, down into this swirling vortex, you see the words pop into the air, prepare thyself for the totally original test of skill and cunning. So I have to ask the group, are you ready for the totally original test of skill and cunning?
No, but we'll do it anyway.
Yeah,
Moog was born ready to kill elves.
I don't know if I have any skills today, so we'll see how this goes.
You did get a long rest, but so you at least have spells if you don't have skills.
There we go. That might help.
Exactly. That's what matters.
I'm about to put you all in the map, so
Oh,
pay
boy.
attention, because where you stood on the map, where I had you guys line up, and that told me where you're going to be on the map. So that you chose your position. So, by the way, Gigi, I need to know the last command you gave to Madame Crunchy and to Gary. I think it was stand here, but I'm not sure if that was it because you had them line up.
Yeah, because we had to line up, so they would have had to have had. Probably the last command would have been for them to follow and protect the allies. Because we've been with this group for a bit, so I feel like that's a defined concept for them, depending on the conceptual thinking level.
All right, so I'll give you had them line up. So give me a one sentence command after like stand here and
Okay.
what?
Follow the rest of the group and protect the people around you.
Run on sentence, but I'll accept it. All right.
Run-on sentences are my best friend.
We're all writers here. Okay, so when we go to the map, Gigi, you are in the top right of the map. So you'll just scroll around the map when we get there. On Weir, you are in the right middle of the map. Think of it as a rectangle, and you are on the right middle. Okay? You don't need to worry about your undead.
Got it.
Hilda, you are in the bottom middle of the map. Okay? Moog, you are in the bottom left.
We knew we were both bottoms.
Karen, you are in the top left.
Okay.
No, what I don't want you all to do is start running around willy-nilly just yet. I need you to I need to know what you're doing beforehand. I don't want to put this in turn order, but exactly. Now, it is dark for everybody else. Everybody else with night vision, it kicks in. There are some lights in the map, but if you can't see, you're kind of boned.
Yep. And for those of you watching at home, you see what I see. So it sucks to be you.
Right. I should really start letting people view from my computer. I should start sharing this so they can see the DM screen. Alas, we did not think this through. Okay, so once you reach this location, for those who can see, there are black bars, and obviously this is a very maze-like construct. The ground is this swirling green mist. There are drips of water. The sound is at the same time echoey but confusing. Sounds seem to be coming from both your left, your right. You hear a drip of water. It's in front of you. It's behind you. There's very hard to get an echolocation out of this. There's a smell, a very musky animal smell in this location.
So it's quite comforting, is what you're saying.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's like a Denny's truck stop. And there is, like I said, there's a swirling mist, a scent of death in the air. Around your feet at any given point, there are old bones. There are old bones from all types of things, animals, people, and yes, 100% elf bones. You can just tell by the pointed ear bones. You know, I don't fucking
We've
know.
entered our happy place, is what you're saying.
Right. And they're, like I said, spooky, misty, humid.
So
also.
Onweir's everywhere?
Yes. So it's somehow humid and cold. So enjoy. Let me see. Some of you, who's got the meditato and who's radiating light?
I still have the meditato, I think.
Okay.
I don't think I passed it off to anybody.
Yes, you are currently emitting light at 20 feet thanks to the meditato. Okay.
Okay.
Bless
And
you.
I actually,
you are all here.
I
ahead.
actually looked at my inventory, and I have a lantern and a way to light it. So I'm lighting my lantern
Okay.
if I can, if that's not too willy-nilly.
I will give you
Finally.
limited. Nope. I will. That's a very smart move. I will give you a lantern 15 feet. I will give you 15 feet of light because it's not as powerful as the meditato. It's just a lantern.
Nothing is as powerful as the power of the meditato.
There, you should have a little. You should have a little bit of light now.
Right.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
All right, cool, fantastic. So what? Let's start with. We'll start with the top left. Trinkarin, what is it you want to do?
Okay, so I can only see a limited distance, but I really can't see anything other than what you've described, right? There's no doors that I
Yes.
can see or anything like
Nope.
that.
There
All
are
right.
these walls. They are these stone walls. Everything that is like a black thing that's blocking off your sight is a stone wall.
Okay. I want to try to go just a little bit to my right, and my internet's going to lag a little bit, so probably about 3 squares over. I am not super keen on this because I am not super beefy, so I'm just going to take it like a couple of squares at a time in one
That's
direction
smart.
for the moment.
All right, we'll leave that there. So that's your movement for now. Because I
Okay.
imagine you're unsure, so we're just doing our regular movement. We're not sprinting around. We're getting a feel for
Nope.
things.
We're taking things slow.
Gigi, you're in the top right. What would you like to do?
So,
You are a necromancer bereft of bodies, standing alone in the dark and swirling cold.
homie. Okay, I am going to put my right hand on the wall and just start
Okay.
walking.
Which direction, right or left?
I'm going right, so I'm
If
just
you're looking
basically
at, if
going
you're looking
to
at the
keep...
map, so
Oh, so I'm going left, I guess, looking
Okay.
at the map. So I'm going this way. 5, 10,
fantastic.
25, 30, 35, 40. So following the whole route. Shoot. Now, is there actually not
How far? How'd you get
wall?
that far? How'd that wall not block you?
Double movement?
No double
There's
moves.
not
Right for right
Oh,
now.
okay, there's not a thing over there. Is there supposed to be a door there? 'Cause
Oh, there's not a thing there.
Mm-mm.
I will fix that.
Okay.
Well, there should be a wall. No, there's a. Oh, you went around it. That's fine. Yeah, you can see around a little
So
bit.
basically, I'm just putting the hand on the wall and just not moving my hand from the wall.
I see what you're saying. Yep. Okay. Okay. So you
So
started there. So we'll put you about there.
Yeah.
Okay, works for me.
Yep. That's all
Onweir.
I am doing.
Can I hear my companions talking?
Actually, no one said anything out loud yet, so no.
Then I will call out, y'all here?
You hear your own voice bounce back around you several times. Y'all hear? Y'all hear? Y'all hear? Y'all hear? And something about the acoustics of this place make it hard. The nearest one to you would be, Gigi. Give me a perception check.
Oh boy, I'm so good at those. 13.
You kinda. I mean, you might have heard something. You hear something echo, but you're not quite sure what. And I'll say it's in a slight easterly direction, so rightish. So you started walking one way. You hear something like it could have been a voice with the 13 with the way this place is built, and it's kind of hard.
I am committed to my path.
Fair enough. All right, Onweir, do you want to stand
Okay.
still, or would you like to move?
I'm going to move straight forward.
Now I'll let you know
Right there.
that opening to your right. Okay, fantastic. The moment you step there, 1 second.
Da-da-da!
Bang! You step on a trap. So, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
No.
I believe in you.
Oh,
Hey.
Damn it! It's a 20
Not
difficulty of 20. So you take. She rolled a 19 for the fans at home.
Oh, that's
okay,
right,
so,
19.
You take a d6. Yep, you take
Oh,
4
ouch.
points of piercing damage as a bear trap clamps around your legs, and you are for the moment. What's the word? Not immune. Not incapacitated.
Bound.
You're grappled. Yeah, you're grappled. You're restrained. So you are stuck in that spot until you can pry that thing open, or figure out a way to pick the lock or
Ow.
do something. But that's the end of your turn. Okay, you can scream in pain really loud if you like. Maybe that might help as well. Or be all manly about it. Say, "Oh, it's just a flip. Oh, get back up there, Tyr." Yeah. Not gonna scream. Fantastic. Next person around the
No,
clock
I
is going to
screamed.
be Miss Hilda. Oh, you scream? Fantastic. All right, Gigi, give me another perception check. Because now, so both Gigi and Hilda
I'm
Or
so sorry. No, I do not care. That's an 8.
That's just sounds of home for you as far as you. Hilda, you're also roughly close enough now. So could you give me a quick perception check? 19.
Hilda rolls a 19.
Fantastic. Hilda rolls a 19, and that is definitely better. Despite the acoustics of this place, you hear a voice, a very familiar human voice in pain. And you have a rough direction. It's northeast of you. It's east northeast. So yeah.
East northeast.
Yeah, right
Okay,
and slightly
so
up.
what's to the south and the west?
Okay, directly below you is a hole in the wall that appears to be a vortex. You can't quite see what's on the other side. But it doesn't. But it seems like air seems to flow in and out of it.
Okay. That's interesting. What's
Definitely
the
portal-like.
chest?
The chest you see is a chest.
Yeah. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. What's the chest like?
It looks like a chest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even with a 19 perception, I'll let you like. It looks like a fucking chest. Like
Okay. So
it's
you're
it's
saying I heard
wood.
you
It's got the
screaming
brass. You hear screaming.
like,
You
this
hear Onweir screaming in pain to your east northeast. So I would say in this general direction that I'm pinging
I'm moving slowly and cautiously
towards.
towards this wall area and the chest.
Okay, fuck the person in pain. Got it. Okay, cool.
You said, was it clear though that it was a human male screaming?
No, I said it's a human voice that you are very familiar with, screaming to your east.
Yeah, so it's clearly a human male voice of the person who left me for dead, incapacitated.
100%. Yeah.
He had a lantern.
There's that, and stab Moog in the dick hole. Yes, that is all.
Versus a box of potential loot.
Yes, 100%.
I'm heading towards the loot first.
Okay.
Fair.
Merc.
Could be a mimic.
Okay.
From this vantage point, do I notice anything new?
You see a chest and more swirly mist on the floor and everything like that. That's all you got.
Okay, is the mist magical or?
Give me an Arcana check or religion check, whichever one you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah. Does the term "no chance in you know where" mean anything? Hilda rolls a 16. My one good Arcana roll ever.
That is it. This is definitely magical. This entire place, you were sucked into a vortex of nothingness and dropped into this place. So it's 100% magical.
Hey, sometimes it could have been an ogre fart. I'm just eliminating.
That's fair. Like, funny enough, when you say that, I heard John saying that to us. It just could have been an ogre fart. Yeah. All right. So a couple of checks, a movement. Okay, I think we're good there.
Yep.
Mr. Moog. Mine 3 Moogs and Sons.
All right. So the first thing
Moog
Moog
it
will
Beaver.
do is cry out at the top of his lungs, and he will scream, "I am Moog, son of Gnarl Gutspiller. If any elves are here, know that I have killed your parents and shit upon their dead faces." And thus, having properly announced myself,
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so based on location, Trincairn, give me a perception check. Hilda, give me a perception check with advantage because he's much closer to you.
It is the song of my Moog.
Yes.
I rolled a 17. Do I need to roll again?
Moog is screaming. No, Moog is screaming to roughly in this direction.
So I was heading the right way.
Yet.
And Trincairn is the one that's next closest. So Trincairn, be so kind as to give me a just general perception check. 15 or better to get a general location. Womp, 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 womp. It's all Charlie Brown to you, baby.
I mean, that's typical for me, so,
Okay. Now,
That's
before
done.
we move on, now the other things in here got a chance to move.
I don't get a chance to move.
No, that's it. You get to scream. Of course, you get to move.
All right.
I thought he was the other thing.
To your left, you also see a Moog. To your left, that hole in the wall also seems to be a portally vortex where air seems to go in and out, but you can't see through it.
Okay. That's all the movement I have.
Okay, fantastic. Everybody at once hears the sound of like something unlocking, shifting, and moving. Then you hear this. And like the sounds, these like, and there's several of them, snarling, bestial sounds of something coming. But there's also more mist starts rising up from the ground.
Are
And
we sure it's not Moog?
Stupid elves.
It could be Moog. So let's see here.
I see what you're doing here.
All right, several of you can now possibly see what you can see.
Bonjour.
Now we're going to roll a little bit of initiative here on this one. Those of you who can see what you can see, when we get to your turn, I'll show you exactly what it is that you see and describe it a little bit better. But for now, it's kind of there, but not.
Moog rolls a 6.
Hilda rolls a 5. Go figure.
8. Oh, hey, well, Trinkaren's ready for the fight. Hey, and so is Onweir. Okay.
Okay.
Yep, I've rolled a 21.
8. Oh, boy.
Okay. The others roll a 14. So top of the order. Onweir, you are currently stuck in a
I'm-
proverbial and metaphorical and literal bear trap. How would you like to proceed?
Do I see the little thing that you push down to let yourself out of a bear trap? The little handle that most bear traps
Your
have
foot's
that
kind of
you
in the
push
way.
down on?
It's dark, you have a lantern, and your foot's in the way, so I'm going to need a perception check for you.
Okay.
I mean, it's a trap in a dungeon. It's not necessarily the easiest thing. So,
Yeah, but I mean, it's my
you're
foot, and I'm
direct-
holding the lantern right on it. So
all right,
But,
fair enough. Give me a perception check.
what
You know,
am I
it's
looking
pretty
at?
simple.
Okay, perception.
It's. I mean, if you're looking for a certain mechanism here, it's also just, what kind of experience does Trinkaren have with bear traps? Not necessarily Misty, but what does? Excuse me. Has Onweir ever come across bear traps before?
For personal use?
Oh.
or
Not for testicle clamps, actual bear traps.
Apparently never.
In
With an
Uh,
terms
kinda
of
hard to
them
see,
being
but-
used for bears, none.
I will say this: like anything else, give me an athletics roll or an acrobatics roll to see if you can shimmy yourself loose.
Okay, we'll go acrobatics.
shimmy like you've never shimmied before.
And I've got
Okay, you're gonna try to like,
a-
you know, this might tear some skin. Oh,
Oh.
natural one.
Wow.
That one.
Wow, that really sucked.
All right, do me a favor.
you
Just
get your
roll me.
other foot trapped in the trap.
Can you roll me a D10 to see how bad this is going to be? 1 being the worst,
Oh,
10 being, well, it's a
boy.
fail, but a 1-1 is a bad fail. Much like what happened to your
Okay.
rapier that one time. I'd like to know just how bad this failure happens to be.
I mean, it's okay on where things happen,
D10?
especially as you age.
A 9. Okay, it's not as bad
not
as it
that
could be. What you kind of like, you try to shift out of it, and all you ended up doing was like it tore through your boot. You take an additional, let's see here. You take an additional You take an extra 1 point of damage as the rusty teeth shred through your boot, and you might have sepsis now. But you do also fall prone because you try to shift, flip, and flat on your back. So your foot is stuck up, but you're on your back. Calling for help is a free action. I will allow it.
Help!
Okay.
This might as well happen.
Pride.
Flat on your back. This is your preferred terrain. Got it. Okay.
I mean, if Onweir spends that much time on his back, does he get advantage in this situation?
You know what? I'll allow it. Depending on how things going. You know what? I'll fucking allow it. Okay. I assume, unless there's something you can do to cool the bonus action, I think your turn is done.
My turn is done.
Okie dokie. Next up, Trinkaren. Trinkaren, can you see that thing from where you're sitting? Where you're standing?
Yeah, kind of looks like a sheet ghost with horns. A red one.
That's what you see. Now,
I hate you.
Yes.
it's semi see-through. Its feet are not actually, the hooves are not actually touching the ground. It's kind of floating above the ground, but it seems to be air walking towards you. It's definitely semi-corporeal. You're getting very much ghostly vibes about it, but for some reason, its sheet is orange.
Okay.
So, yeah. and its and its title is known as a Blink Geistatar.
Blink Geistatar?
Yep.
Moog will fight you, tampon cow.
Okay, you see it.
Do
What would
I
you like to
know
do?
what it is?
Give me. You're a cleric, so it's not that hard. Just give me a religion check with like a DC of 8, because it's not that hard, especially for a life cleric to know the opposite. 20. It's a fucking ghost. It's a ghost
Okay,
minotaur, and it's coming for your ass.
Alrighty. Hello. It kind of looks like you might be having some trouble there. I can probably help you out with that. And while I'm talking, I'm gonna pull out. Oh God, what am I gonna pull out? I'm gonna pull something out of my ass here.
Peppermint, lavender.
Well, I mean,
Sandalwood.
I do
Sage.
have.
I've ran out of things I know. So, patchouli, and just make it run away in fear.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'll pull out.
Eucalyptus.
I'll
that's a
pull
good
out
one,
some
thank you.
essential oil patchouli and be like, yeah, just come a little bit closer. You're not quite in range yet.
Fair enough. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. So basically, I'm
Fantastic.
preparing
Now-
an attack, but I'm gonna hold off until it gets closer.
All right, cool. Because now it's their turn, and it sees you. It's going to get closer. You're the first one, so it's going to come at you. It's going to run straight at you in a straight line.
Okay.
It's going to 1, 2, 3, go right. It's going to pass literally through you as it hits you. Okay. Like
Okay.
it charges you. It goes to that wall. What attack were you holding?
See, I'm not sure if this will work because I'm not sure what the effect would be or if I can actually touch the creature. Can I use
What's the spell?
lesser restoration on it?
That is not going to. No, because that
Okay.
is actually a restorative spell that I think requires a component that you'd have to fish around for specifically. I think that's. I can pull the spell up real fast, double check, but it's not. I don't think it's going to do what it is that you think it wants to do. But I will double check you on the safe side. If anybody else knows the
That's
spell off the
the-
top of their head, please feel free.
That's
To
some
chime
good
in.
Final Fantasy logic right there.
Well, I was thinking if I
Throwing
had
the
the
Phoenix
essential
down.
oil, would that not work as a component?
It depends on what the spell thing says. So give me a
Lesser
quick
restoration has verbal and somatic.
second. Okay, then it's greater when that requires a.
Okay, so it ends. Lesser restoration ends like diseases or conditions like
Yes.
blind, deaf,
Blindness, deafness,
paralyzed,
paralyzation, or poison.
So it wouldn't cure ghost.
No, yeah, it's not going to do anything
okay.
to
Well-
to a
cure,
ghost.
cure ghost.
I mean, I was
a
trying.
little
I was thinking of the
I
weirdest
love
thing I
it.
could come
Sacred
up with.
flame,
No,
perhaps,
like
a,
literally. Yeah, in Final Fantasy that works all the time. You throw a phoenix down at the undead
Yeah.
creature and it insta dies. It's
Yeah,
brilliant. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Um,
totally
good
see the
thing
logic.
This is not Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
Not
So
we're not Final Fantasy.
so you go to cast lesser restoration on the creature, but as it passes through you, you realize you're just holding a lot of oil in your fingertips. I won't make you waste the spell slot on this one.
Okay, thank you.
But it is going to ghostly gore you, is what it's going to do.
That sounds
as it
unpleasant.
passes. We're about to find out if it is or is not. So, does a 23 hit you?
Ooh.
Yes, it does.
It hits you for 14 spectral damage.
Eee.
It's 14 damage. Like its horn manifests
Owie.
briefly as it tears into you, but then
That,
it just starts running away.
but it hits for 14.
All right.
Yeah, that's like a third
It hits-
of my life.
It just sprints at you and runs that way. Now the next one
Owie.
is standing right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets a running start, and Moog, you see this.
Moog hate lilacs.
And its title is Pinky Geistatar. And
no.
Pinky
Oh,
runs
no.
also
I
Oh,
hate
right
hell.
through.
Getting
Oh,
it? You
fucking-
getting it?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
got
fucking
it. Yeah.
caught on. Okay. Do you happen,
God
here's the
damn
thing. The
it.
best part is if I show you the map. Oh, yeah. And the best part is like if I showed you the map, I just copied a level and built a D&D map. And those little portals
Hey.
that you're right nearby, fantastic. So it runs through Moog, does a 21 hit you,
It normally would, but my reaction
is to shield it.
is to shield myself.
Nice.
Fantastic. As it runs past you, it goes into this little vortex right where you're at and disappears off the map. Onweir, you see something coming at you all of a sudden.
Moog found that weird.
All right, so that's Pinky's turn. Now this one's gonna run straight at Gigi, run straight into you.
Don't do
For
that.
the sake of the group, here's what you see. An orange one.
Hate
Ghostly
that.
Minotaur, labeled Clyde Geistatar. It's going to run straight into you, and it's going to attempt to gore you as well. Natural 20
Oh boy.
for 21 damage, and then it's going
Okay.
to run away. Now,
Hellish
by the way-
rebuke. I'm hellish rebuking is my reaction.
as you should, and to be fair, Trinkaren, when the thing ran away from you, you are allowed, and I apologize for not doing it earlier, it left your area of combat, so you are more than welcome to take a melee shot at the guy that ran away from you from Blink Geistatar. So if you want to roll like a melee, like you want to swing at it with something, a fist, a weapon,
Okay. Give me just a second.
You're
I'll
more
just
than
do
welcome
an
to do that.
unarmed strike.
that works.
Just I'm bitch slapping.
A 9 unfortunately misses.
Okay.
But Gigi's Hellish Rebuke, is that it's a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Not a problem. These things are not dexterous.
Double.
12. All right.
Yeah, no.
All right. So, but the worst part is it doesn't make the save, but the fire doesn't do as much as you think it should. In fact,
Yeah.
it seems like these things are overpowered, like too much overpowered. Now, you happen to be of the wizardly arts, the dark arts, the Snape-like arts, the Slytherin arts, but they're the arts nonetheless. And you feel like if you only had like maybe a something of power that you would consume, that perhaps you might be able to do more damage to these creatures. I don't know. I'm just a DM here, but it's going to take a little bit of that damage. So,
Okay, fair enough.
how much you did? 14?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, cool. It seems like no matter what you did, even with magic, it's barely half. So, and then it hits you and then runs this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, cool. All right. And lastly, we have this one here who, can he find anybody? Let me see. Yep. It can't quite get to you, even with all its extra movement. So, Onweir, you see this one coming at you from your north. Labeled Ink Geistatar. So these are, like I said, the totally original skill of test and cunning. So
I am
all
afraid.
right, that's going to end their, and that ends their turn. Gigi, it's your go.
Boy. Okay. First off, I'm gonna cast Blur on myself.
Good call. 2 spell slots in one day. Holy shit!
I know
Whoa.
this is just highway robbery.
This is for the Gem of Fumark, people. Leave it all on the line. You play this. You practice how you play, people.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna move my little happy butt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Zoop. Oh, zoop, zoop, zoop. Is this actually like open or is that just
Yes,
the
and
walls?
you see Madam Crunchy standing right there, and that is a portal. That is a portal to the north. You can't see through it, but air passes in and out.
Okay, I will command Madam Crunchy to go through it.
Okay, Madam Crunchy walks in and disappears.
Yeah.
Hilda, a zombie reappears just to your southeast.
Is it a familiar zombie with a hole in her chest?
Yeah. I would say yeah, let's say yes.
Oh my.
Oh my.
All
Is that the
right,
end of your turn, Gigi?
That's it for me. That's all I got.
Fantastic. Moog the Magnificent. You just got someone just tried to tempt you and then ran into a hole of nothingness.
Moog does not understand this game, but Moog only has one thing to say. It's a me, Moogio!
Waka, 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 waka.
Just stop at this point. I'm done.
You.
warned you guys earlier. This might get a little weird. Moog, you found a chest. What would you like to do?
Open it, of course.
You see inside these big, round, gummy-like glob balls they seem to glow. They're about the size of a grapefruit. They smell very citrusy in a very pleasant kind of way. But if you go to touch them, they're very spongy, gelatinous, and yeah.
Are they shiny candy-like goob balls?
I mean, when Moog finds strange things that are unidentifiable, Moog does what Moog do. Eat them!
Moog, the moment you eat them, it's basically like Popeye. Da, 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 da. You feel your speed increase, so now you can move twice as fast. You have all your attacks are with advantage, and you got to feel like you ain't afraid of no ghosts. But the moment you take one out and eat it, and it takes your action to eat it because like I said, it's a softball sized gummy. It's going to take some work here. So the hatch the lid on the chest automatically closes shut.
That's okay. Who are you gonna call? Moog Busters.
There it is. All right, so that was part of your movement. I don't know if you have any movement left. If you have any movement left, it's now doubled.
Nice.
All right, so I still had 2. So
also, I'm also going to put a timer on you real fast. Okay, so I need to know how many rounds you've got this going. So this is your first.
So I had one more movement,
round.
so I moved 2 more.
Okay. Yep, there you go. You see Trinkarin. Hilda, it's now your turn.
Waka waka. Hilda has arrived at the chest.
Yes.
Can I open it?
Yes, you may. And that's when it bites you, because they're not... No, I'm fucking with you. It also, same thing. Same thing. You open it up, and there are these gelatinous softball-sized gummy balls that smell like citrus.
They smell plant-based? Like, is there
Are they
any
plant-based?
role I can do to investigate what the shit these are?
What is their gelatin made of? Is it a vegan gelatin?
I would say Arcana, Nature.
Okay. Nature? Please say nature. I like nature.
Yeah.
Moog say, do what Hilda do best.
Hilda rolls a 7.
These are not of nature. You can take that as a good way. It's not from nature, so
it's probably not an animal. Like, does it seem edible?
You rolled a 7. I don't know. Like, everything's edible if you try hard enough. Like, it's
Half-face orcs should just do what half-face orcs do best and eat balls.
no, that's a cut.
Oh, God.
Good idea, bad idea. Good idea, bad idea. It's a chest that had no traps, it's obvious, and there's no other purpose to this spongy thing that smells like fruit.
Yes, it has a fruit-like smell. The game of chest and balls says this is fruit. You should probably put the chest and balls in your mouth.
I suppose I shall do what half-faced orcs do best, and choke on some balls.
There it is. It takes your action to do it. It's delicious. It is. You've never had something like this in nature. While it may smell citrusy, this is not a fruit. This is something beyond nature.
It's gum. It's like a gummy. It's a mochi. It's a seaweed gum. That's what I'm saying.
Or
it's a gum fruit.
So for the for the remainder, while the power is active, you have double the movement and advantage on all your everything.
Can I move still, or is it the whole? Because I only moved 2 squares.
You went to what? You were like 1, 2, 3 squares. So yeah,
I went 2 squares.
So the remainder of your movement, however many feet is that, and you can double it. So
okay.
You perceptibly realize you're moving faster than you normally could, and like Moog, you ain't afraid of no ghosts now.
Okay, I have moved double in my movement.
All right, and you see a movement right ahead of you. All right, top of the order.
I feel great, and I see Moog. Life is great.
You're still stuck flat on your back. There's a ghost to your right and a ghost to your north.
Weird.
Actually, Hilda, let me check something real fast. No, you're fine.
Okay. I sit up.
problem is I hid some of these things on the map. I'm trying to
And
see where they're all located.
then
Okay.
and then I am inspecting the trap on my leg now that I'm closer to it.
Let's say, sure. You have a much better thing, so give me a perception check with advantage. Now that you've been around it for a couple of rounds, you're looking at it.
You're good buddies.
I mean, damn it.
8. Well, is that with advantage?
No, that was just an 8.
Oh, I don't
So roll
know.
again.
All right, roll
No,
it again.
I
for
guess
me, 'cause
not.
you get it. I'm being 16.
Hey!
Yeah, super easy.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand this mechanism. While you're not very familiar with bear traps per se, or dungeon bear traps, you are familiar with a variety of mechanical sex toys, and this has the same locking mechanism. So it's not that difficult, but it's going to take a little bit of strength to pry it open to hit the little locking release, or you have to pick it. So you also have two. You understand how it works, and with a proper action you can
What kind
do
of
it.
a
But you
bear
also
trap
have
is this, Otto?
2 ghosts barreling down on you. So I would like to know what you
I
like to do in
I
this
can't
moment.
go anywhere.
No.
I can't go anywhere. So let me try to get out. I'm trying to
you
get
can try
out of
to
the bear trap.
acrobatics away. Yeah. Try to acrobatics
right.
your way out again.
And we're rolling.
Natural
And
one.
it's a 12.
A 12. You're fine. It's a 20 trap. It's not hard. It's not hard to get out. It's only like a DC 12 to get out. It traps in, but it's like getting out. It's like just kind of wiggle yourself free. All right, you are free from the trap. You took half your movement to stand up, so you have 15 more feet of movement. Would you like to try to run for 15 feet, or just take up a defensive stance and hope they don't hit you too hard?
Yeah, I'm taking a defensive stance, and yeah.
Okay. That works for me. Yeah, actually, that might be the best thing because the one guy can't get the 10-foot run to gore you, so he can only walk by. The other guy might be able to hit you. So, okay, that's actually pretty good. Trinkaren, it is now your turn.
Okay. So,
You see Moog, a ghost ran to your left. Yeah.
is the ghost still running away from me?
Yes, it is like it's just following this weird path.
Okay. I am not typically a melee person because I'm a little wimpier, but what I want to do is, let's see, is that within 30 feet? Is the ghost within 30 feet of me? Yes. Barely, but yes. Okay. So I'm going to channel divinity to turn undead. So as an action, I can present
Sounds
my holy
good.
symbol and speak a prayer centering the undead. Each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw with a DC 14.
Yep.
If that creature fails, it's turned
So
for 1 minute.
Yep. It will try to run away from you as long as possible.
Yep.
So,
And
for the
can't get any
creatures
closer
within
willingly.
earshot of you, it only appears to be that one. There's a chance of this. No, actually, there's only one near you right now. So, yeah. You said a wisdom saving throw of DC 14.
Yes.
15.
Damn it. Okay.
Boo.
So what I'll do then, so I notice that it's not doing anything. I'm going to cast a Guardian of Faith because I did not like being gored by the ghost. That was
that your
bullshit.
action to cast your to turn undead?
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I'll have to wait for that then. Well, okay, I'll wait then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
If there's a bonus action you have or something that's cool, you can.
I don't think so.
It's the other's turn. This guy's going to keep running his path. Okie doke. That is his movement. Actually, he's got a little bit more because he's double moving. There we go. This one, you went that way, so it's going to... And it does not have enough to gore you. So
Okay.
it's right up next to you, Gigi. But that is its movement. It's going to take a swing at you with its axe. 21 for 14.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, nope. That's all it's got at the moment. Actually, no, take that back. Take it back. it was running in this direction when it hit you. It has to follow its path. So my bad. Take that back.
Okay.
No, because I just realized unless I've got my own internal mechanics. So it already hit you once. It's because they're like ping pong balls. So okay, now they're all converging. Unfortunately, they're all converging on Trinkarin.
Oh, of course they are.
No.
Excuse me, Onweir. I keep saying Trinkarin, but it's Onweir.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
All right,
Onweir!
Of course it's me.
unfortunately, Onweir's in the worst spot possible. So this one cannot get a
Oh,
gore.
no.
Well, this one's going to try to attack you, but it's with disadvantage because you're defensive. Natural
Hey,
one.
that one.
Oh,
Let's see how bad its nat one is.
Yay.
It doesn't lose its spectral axe, but it somehow a ghost trips. So he is.
There was
going
a high
to,
stick.
yes, he is going to fall slightly to his side over to here. This one's going to hit him, bump into him, have to shimmy around, so he cannot gore you either. So he can swing a great axe instead.
Yes. Oh.
A 9, I think, misses you because you're defensive.
Ow.
That one already
yes.
moves. That's actually its end of its turns. They got nothing else. So that one ran. These two attack. That's the end of their turns. GG, it's your turn. Miss Crunchy went up that hole, and that's the last thing you did.
I'm gonna step through the hole too.
Fantastic. For your sake, just go to the bottom of the map.
Okay.
You come in, you take one step through, and you are on the
Gotcha.
other side of the map at the bottom.
Excellent.
Right next to her, you still have more movement. By the time you step over here, give me a quick perception check.
No.
Fantastic. Because of the dripping water in here, one goes right inside your tiefling ear. Now you got water in there. It's like, oh god, and it's now you got the taste of something's not good in here, and it's like, so something's in your eyes. There's smoke in your eyes. There's grits. There's water in your ear. It's just everything up here is just unhappy.
This is the worst day of my life.
You still have it. You still have more movement and an action if you'd like.
I'm gonna go over to the chest, which is empty.
It is closed, and you go once
Okay.
you go over to it, it opens up, and there are spongy balls. Gelatinous spongy balls have a delightful citrus scent.
Mademoiselle Conchi, come here.
She comes over.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have her eat it.
Fan-fucking-tastic. All right. So,
Great.
hey, real fast, Judy, as a fellow DM, when an undead eats something of pure holy existence that is of divine nature, that is literally manna from the gods, so does it just blow the fucking zombie apart, or does it bring her back from the fucking dead?
Ooh.
I say you roll.
I say even or odd.
Yeah.
Even it brings her
Yeah.
back
Because
to
the
life.
rest of
Odd,
you
she
feel-
explodes.
I'd roll
Yeah.
for it.
Because it's like it's not. Here's the thing: what I don't necessarily want to do is these are not get out of jail free, slam it in a person's mouth and get them back up. Balls. So
Yes.
because they have to forcibly eat it. You can't sham this down someone's throat.
I mean, what it could be is if, okay, so they eat it and their soul is their body is immediately freed from the control of evil undead.
I would say that, or they blow up. So okay,
Yeah.
what you just said are odds, and what I said is even.
Okay.
Odd. Fuck. All right. So I think the body just falls down, and the soul is released. Doesn't blow up.
Yes.
So,
Aw.
as far as you're concerned, this is a device to kill undead, to ruin your day. And after she
Terrible.
takes one, the lid closes. Do you want to open it back up and take one?
I'm trying to think here because I'm like, I just saw my zombie eat it and fucking ascend.
Yep.
Right.
Here's the thing. She had a peaceful look on her face. She was like, there was a moment that the real person who you named Mademoiselle Crunchy, the real person underneath, like, and smiled and actually existed, looked skyward, and spirit
And
went up
probably
as the
flipped
body
you
went
off
down.
as she ascended.
And double middle fingers to you, you fucking asshole.
She should have said, "My name is Michelle."
I suppose I will.
My name is Tom, dick.
will,
Don't judge
I
me.
will eat one solely for the potential that I too can ascend and get her back.
Okay, fantastic. You eat one. Regain 10 hit points immediately
Hey.
because no one else was hurt when they ate one, so I didn't have to tell them this. And like everyone else, you now have double speed and you have advantage on everything until the power wears off.
Okay. Fucking gotta kill someone else now to get a new zombie.
Well, good thing you have friends around. And
I know.
So.
Yeah, I was saying there was a yell of pain earlier, huh?
There's been multiple actually,
Many.
and there's been a
Many.
coffee. But unfortunately, you rolled a very bad perception check, so you have no clue.
Yeah, not pain. Okay. Okay.
All right, it is the Eater of Faces, the one, the only, the Moogtacular,
All right. Moog will head south.
and punch Hilda. Okay.
Nope. As Moog passes by Hilda, he would just casually say, hello, our face orc. Look like you have ball juice dripping out chin.
So do you.
That was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I just
10.
came from that way, you idiot.
11,
Hey, babe.
12.
There is
Bonjour.
one down here now, by the way. I think you can see it.
Um,
Oh, yeah. I think you saw one, by the way, and then
Yeah,
Where? So what? What?
one of the ghosts.
there's one down here.
Okay, sorry.
You
Yeah, I
got here.
did not see him through the thing.
Sorry, yeah. He was sitting half on, half off the map. I apologize.
All right,
Yes,
so
he's
fuck,
right
I'll
there.
use my extra movement to go there, and
Hell yeah.
You are
she's-
now. You are radiating power, correct?
yes.
1 second. The moment you get near it, he turns blue and is afraid of you. So, do what Moog do best.
Moog here to Donkey Kong your ass. Moog don't understand games. So Moog will cast Booming Blade. And then we'll take 2 shots with Orphan Splitter.
Okay,
And you said they're at advantage?
100%.
All right, so it's 19 and 23.
All right, they both hit.
All right, so 4 points of thunder damage,
Give me
then-
all your damage.
and then 4 points of thunder damage, and then 23 points of slashing.
So for 27, right?
Yep.
Now double it because of the balls of power.
You can make me math. 54
Yep.
points.
54 points, fantastic. You've never heard a ghost scream in pain before, but you have now.
Must have been elfin life.
It's a minotaur, and you heard it's like you ever heard a bovine scream? Now, for Hilda, someone just hurt an animal from far in the distance.
Oh,
Someone just slashed into a cow. Like,
Burger time.
do that with that as you will, because it is now your turn.
well, Moog just ran past me, so of course I'm going to run.
Oh, it's from
after
right
him.
there too. It's not hard to miss this one. So.
Oh,
Not hard to figure this out.
Oh, it's a ghost. It's not a real cow. Okay,
Come kill Elf Cow with Moog.
is this a date?
No.
Oh boy.
I will cast Moonbeam.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
Moobeam?
Moonbeam. Okay. It's a DC 14.
14 what?
Constitution save.
Not a problem. 19. Oh, hang on. It's with a
So-
disadvantage. You've got power thing, so it's disadvantage for him too. 1 second. So a 10.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. So,
Okay.
how much damage did you do?
I did 8 radiant.
Double, so 16. Once again, it's still standing, but barely. It's barely staying corporeal. Again, the sound of a screaming cow echoes throughout the dungeon.
Not a real cow. Moog, did you eat the balls?
Of cow? Not particularly.
No, the chest balls.
Did Moog eat cow chest of balls? Moog don't understand, stupid half-face elk.
The balls in the chest. Did you eat them?
Moog might have.
Good. Eat the balls, people. That's end of turn.
All right, end of turn. So let me see who's nearby. Gigi, you definitely heard someone say "eat the balls" because you're that close. Trin-Karen, give me a perception check.
Let's see if it wants to roll.
I think I can see them, so I'm.
Yeah, we can see Gigi.
Yeah, I know they're that close, so that's pretty easy. Trin-Karen's not
Staring.
that far away, but there are twists and turns in the dungeon. So, I want to see how the sound echoes off. Does Trin-Karen hear the term "eat the balls"? In fact, that
I
better be
heard
within
it
the-
very loudly.
Yeah, this is the label.
Oh,
A natural
nat
20.
20.
Oh, you definitely heard a command from your druidic friend to eat the balls, which is the title of this episode. By help me
Yes.
God. So,
I don't understand what she's talking about.
well,
I mean, I've seen cows.
all
I
it
mean,
is
is she
now.
talking about
Over
Rocky
the
Mountain
top-
oysters?
I'm not sure, but considering we just hit the hour and almost 10-minute mark, we might have to find out the answer to that next week.
Oh boy, okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Hilda.
Waka 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 waka.
Damn it, down a zombie.
So everybody's gotten hit or,
I'm so
or did some
sorry.
hitting. I think you all figured out the mechanics very quickly, and I think you figured out where the fuck you're at. So
Goodbye, Mademoiselle Crunchy. We hardly knew ye.
she double middle as she's ascending into the 9 planes above. She's like, "Rethink your life choices, asshole."
I will learn Revivify to torment you.
I will come back as a planetar to fuck you up.
Moog having fun playing Dig Dug.
What is this, Kid Icarus? What is this shit? Is that an
Mega
X-Men
Moog.
wizard?
It's Mega Moog.
Mega
Get it
Moog,
right.
nice.
Fuck you, Space Invaders.
All these rocks and shit like asteroids laying around.
I just want to. Should I turn? If I turn into a hedgehog in here, will I automatically be blue and there'll be rings everywhere?
I'll make that shit happen. Well, unfortunately, you're just
Yes.
and at this speed, you can go pretty quick. So
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
I'm just going to roll barrels of holy water around.
there it is.
Nice. Yeah.
So we
was-
finished for the day, but do we have questions?
You want? Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Our beloved Mark says, "Oh, great brain trust. What is
Which
something
Mark?
you do to fight off
Fuck you, Mark.
our dear beloved? Fuck you, Mark." He says, "What is something you do to fight off the winter blues?"
Vigorously masturbate.
I moved south.
Yeah, when in doubt, FAP.
Yeah.
I love how no one's disagreeing with this. We're all just looking
I mean,
at it.
It has its purposes.
What did 2020 teach us? There's no shame. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
when it's cold out, you need a little friction.
yeah, exactly. Just like
You just
Sometimes
warm
I
up
do it
from
like
the
that,
inside
just-
out.
No. No.
And if you want to start a fire, sometimes you got to rub 2 sticks together.
exactly, you know.
2? You have 2? What are you, a Klingon?
Yeah, one's an Indian, one's an Audi.
No.
Depending on how cold it is.
Really, is that all we
No, so,
have?
I mean,
my
we
God.
get the winter blues. I mean, like, no,
No,
honestly,
we don't just
No.
talk about masturbation. We have
a
more.
real answer to that would be find your friends, found family, online in life. have a hangout, have a drink, talk to your friends. Like I said, either online, have them to your home, do what you can. The dark is obviously a bad time. Those of us who ever been through that kind of like dark depression type of eras. Your found family, your real family, whatever the people you call your loved ones, they get you through, and you sometimes you're there for them too. So shared misery, that kind of thing. And when in doubt, scotch. So there's amazing. Ballatin makes an amazing chocolate whiskey. I am a big fan of it. So
Yeah, I'm more of a bourbon girl. Bourbon helps.
I do like bourbon as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's also sort of that concept, like you have to go to the Scandinavians to go, how do they deal with it? And there's like the I think it's Icelandic, the concept of hygge, which is just making your home as cozy as possible. So, lovely baked goods, warm blankets, your favorite, 20 episodes of Parks and Rec queued on repeat. That kind of thing. Like you just make yourself cozy, maybe read a good book that you've stolen from one of the other people in Authors and Dragons. And just have a cup of hot cocoa. That helps me. Or vicious masturbation, right? We've already established that.
That's called a circle jerk.
I was gonna say, I like the winter.
I love the winter.
Because primarily, one, I don't have to mow my lawn, and two, I don't have to take care of my fucking pool. I mean, the weather itself doesn't get me blue. I mean, what gets me blue is not having enough, fucking money to pay my bills or so. And oddly enough, the best way, I guess, to cure that is go buy more of my books.
Yeah, exactly. Turn that into a shill. If only I had the money to heat my family. If you people just buy some books, we might have food with nutrition in it. So.
I might not have to wear this stupid. Well, I can't say stupid. Alyssa made this for me. That's actually really cool.
That's
I love wearing this thing.
awesome.
It is cool.
But I might be able to sit here without like my head freezing.
How about Misty, Teresa, Judy? What do you do to shake off the winter blues?
I mean, the only time that I've ever really had
I'm very
big
much
issues
not
with that
a
kind of
winter
stuff was when I
girl.
lived where
Damn that delay.
I know, right?
I know, I'm fine.
When I had the biggest problem with it was when I was living in a place where it snowed like 6 months out of the year. So, or there was at least the threat of snow 6 months out of the year. So moving helped. But other than that, just, finding the things that you enjoy and indulging in them as much as you can. Like if that's reading escapism, if it's writing or whatever it is, finding that. I don't mind the dark. That doesn't bother me. It's just the snow is terrible. So moving south got rid of most of that for me.
You said, Misty, you're not a winter person either?
No, I love the summer. I am perfectly fine if it's 90 degrees outside.
I'm with you, Misty.
Judy,
So,
where do you stand in all this?
Yeah.
Besides this stall.
I love winter. It's my favorite time of year. I love that it's all dark outside all the time. I loved being inside, snuggled under my blankets, having hot cocoa, not really being expected to be outside doing stuff. I love it. This is my favorite time of year. Summer makes me super sad. I hate summer times. I am miserable.
I'm the same.
all
When I was
through the
stationed
summer.
in Alaska, I was up there for 3 years. Anchorage was my favorite city I've ever lived in. It's just this little oasis of insanity nestled among the mountains, and it's gorgeous. It's cold. Fuck summer. I'm like, nothing above 70 degrees ever in my life, please. Just 70 and under, and I'm a happy
dream.
guy. But then, but I'll say some of the winters are because of that latitude. It's very Scandinavian sort of things. Not seeing the sun because when you work certain shifts, you'll go like a month and a half, 2 months without ever seeing any daylight at all. Just because, and then so you need that UV light. Everybody starts tanning. There's tanning beds everywhere. So there's I mean, I look like a freaking a Jersey Shore cast character at a certain point. I was still orange. But again, found friends and things like that. But also writing helped, talking to people, but also taking up winter activities. I learned to snowboard when I was up there, and snowboarding in the dark with the lights on at the places is an amazing kind of it's the closest thing I've ever come to I'm not much of a surfer. I've tried it a few times. I was never, but I could snowboard, and the best part is no snow sharks have ever tried to jump up and get me. But
Yeah.
there's this quiet tranquility as you're bombing down a run in the dark and with your earphones on, and just like it's very zen, it's very beautiful, it's very haunting, and it's also very scary in a primal way.
Well, if you have your headphones on, how do you know that nobody's screaming, "Oh my God, there's no sharks chasing you"?
Trees are just stationary. You're just watching for them. Because here's the thing: if a snow
Oh
shark
God,
gets
we're
me,
gonna
that's
find snow sharks.
that's their fault. But the tree
They're
sitting
like, "Oh my
perfectly
God,
still,
run,
that's
you
my
fool!"
fault.
And you're just like,
Well, then after 3 years of snowboarding up there, then like I am snow shark free. Now it could be snow worms like Dune, the opposite, like or the ones from but yeah, the snow worms of Alaska.
There's a
I
video
will say, being in a
of a
city
little
helps in the
girl.
winter.
Keep going.
There's a video
Little
of
girl.
this little girl who's snowboarding. I don't know, she's like 5 or 6, and she's snowboarding, and she's got this cape that's got LED lights of all colors. And I'm like, okay, I could do that. I could snowboard at night with the cape of many lights if I had to do wintry things. So
Remind me another time to tell the story about I beat up a child on the snow when I was snowboarding. So
No, I think we should just leave it at that and let everyone come up with next game what the best, fake version of snowboard beating with MK Gibson.
Yes.
I'll fuck that kid up.
But yeah, like just lean into the cozy parts and the things that you like. Spend a bit more time doing things that you enjoy. That kind of thing, I think, helps a lot. And also for a lot of people, taking a vitamin D supplement can be a very good thing in the winter months. But talk with your doctor before making any sort of
Yes, please
change
don't
like
ever use
that.
our podcast for medical advice.
Please, dear God, no. But yeah, that's that.
Don't use our podcast
That's
for
all
any advice, really, short of
No,
like masturbation
really.
and butthole pleasure. Other than that, like it is.
Cautionary tales, maybe it would be okay, but
Cautionary tale.
yeah.
Yes.
And if you're that kid I beat up 20 years ago, fuck you. You know what you did, and you earned it.
Oh boy.
Did we have
my.
another question? Oh my.
You said there were 2. I
kind
think.
of.
Oh
I-
no. Oh no.
Jamin Stetch says, "What is the point?"
All right, you crackled out on me. What was the point? But I didn't hear what you said.
What
after
is
that.
the point? I didn't say anything.
That's
It was
Literally
what is
just
the
what
point?
is the point?
The sticky
it's the
end.
part of the
What-
blade that
yeah,
you stab people with.
It's whatever your mom is shoving up your ass.
To be
Do
kind
not
to people.
put things in your butt.
I think I'm on the wrong podcast sometimes.
I know what is happening.
However, you can win an argument.
Especially on the internet.
Right, Well, let's say, what's the point of many things? What's the point of eating? Stay alive. Drinking. To have fun. What's the point of writing? To fail. I don't know.
What's the point of asking stupid, pointless questions?
Wasting our time. But to be fair, we need to fill a couple more minutes, so we'll go with this. So. What about you all? Do you all have any weird questions today?
What's everyone doing for Christmas? Or whatever holiday they celebrate, just to clarify.
I am renovating my bathroom.
Woohoo!
I tore out 500 pounds of tile and drywall this weekend, and
I have done that on many an
exhausted.
occasion, and I don't envy that.
Yeah, so that's redoing the bathroom. So I've got the carpet pulled up, all the
Your
tacks
bathroom had
removed.
carpet?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
That was going to be my next
Yep.
question. Like, why would
Yeah,
your
you
bathroom...
can see why there's a renovation needed, but no, some of the
Yeah, it's got
pipes
black
behind-
mold.
God.
Some of the
Yeah.
pipes behind the wall also have started having problems, so they have to go, and the carpet it needed to go.
How much piss was in that carpet? Like,
How much
seriously.
mold? Yes.
Yeah. So So yeah, I'm super congested and coughing a lot today from
Have
just
you
being
lived in this
around
house
all
since you
that.
were young? Is that why you stopped growing at
No.
5 feet? Okay.
No,
I didn't know if it was
no, nope. No, the cursed carpet did not steal my height.
Okay.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm doing over my winter break.
Was it Emily
is,
Kaplan? Because the two of you together would have been 6 feet tall.
I know we couldn't. The world couldn't have handled us, so we had to
Now
be
they can.
stopped.
You're pocket-sized.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's fun
Some
time.
of us grow until we're perfect. Some of us take longer than others.
And now
Yeah,
you don't have to get
just
lost in
growing
the
out.
pee carpet when you go to the bathroom.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't lose myself in the carpet.
Did the carpet squish
yeah.
when you walked on it? So
A little bit. But yeah, and then the subflooring under the carpet was all fucked up, so I spent like
Because
a week
it had
and a half.
carpet in a motherfucking
Uh-huh.
bathroom.
So I spent a week and a half repairing and patching that and getting all the gypsum back into somewhat level of a state.
did you get foot fungus from your carpet squishiness? Or did
Not,
you wear
not
flip
that
flops?
I've noticed. Not that I've noticed, no. It's not really
Do
my
you wear like
bathroom.
slippers over the piss carpet?
It's not really my bathroom. It's like the guest bathroom. So,
Do the
Oh my
guests get
god,
foot
do your
fungus?
guests wear slippers over the piss carpet?
see, this is why I don't have guests,
Sometime when I'm not on a
which I
delay,
mentioned.
remind me to
I
tell you what
visited
Barbara
Judy once and she
Streisand did to
made
my
me-
dentist's house.
No.
Jesus.
Like you go over to like, Judy's house and she's like, "That's the guest bathroom. You can't wear socks or shoes in it."
But you are allowed to pee on the floor. Because why not?
Yeah, but yeah, so that's my. I'll post some pictures of the demolition from this weekend in the Discord. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
I bet.
It was so much tile and so much because all of the walls around the bathtub are all tiled, so I had to take out all of that, cut out all of that, and then we're doing a direct to stud install after the valve gets replaced.
Yeah.
I actually am a decent DIY home repair-y person, so fun
You're saying
fact.
all these words, and I'm so impressed by them, and have no idea what
Come
they mean
live
other
with
than
me.
piss carpet.
I had to. Go ahead. Go ahead, Misty.
I
think
just
Missy
said,
already
come
spoke.
live with me.
Oh, okay. When I was living I bought this old townhouse with my ex-wife, and I had to do the renovations on all the bathrooms in there. That I had to do that exact thing of like the fun part's the demolition, taking the hammer and smashing the tile all the way down to the subfloor to find out you have a fucked up subfloor. Then you have to repair the subfloor, and then to find out the flange on your toilet, they don't make that anymore. So now you have to buy a new toilet, and it won't. Sometimes it's so locked into place, it won't. You literally have to break the toilet to get it out of there. Oh yeah, and then you've got to rip the fixtures. Next thing you know, you just have a hole. Just a hole.
I have sledgehammered a toilet before. That
all
was
all while
that
you're
was
kneeling
awesome.
like inch deep in the piss carpet.
Please say you remove the piss carpet first.
I mean, that's like the first thing that was done because the subfloor repair
No, you roll in
takes
it, get your
a
scent
while.
on it. You know,
Yeah,
just kinda wiggle
You
a
have to
little bit.
roll all over it to
Just-
establish dominance before
Exactly.
you begin the renovation
You have to-
project.
You have to piss on the piss to let your piss
Yeah.
be more pungent.
Mhm.
So you got to eat some
Yep.
asparagus, some Cheerios,
Mhm.
and then
Nightmares.
wait 2 hours. Yeah.
like, is it true? Like, if your guest had asparagus, would that be like a week of hell?
I mean, not assuming most of my guests don't pee on the carpet, then
Oh, they
I
did.
don't.
They 100%
think
did.
it-
They totally did.
You know, since
I
most of
I pee
my
in the sink all the time. I know what you're talking about. So,
Hi.
because I'm tall.
no.
I don't want
And I
to
can.
know about what carpet you have
Note
in your
to
sink.
self: if you thought the
Yeah.
piss carpet was bad, the leaky,
Yeah.
leaky, sinky.
Yeah, the piss
It's all
sink is
drains,
right on
Jerry.
up
It's all
there.
drains. It's like you don't pee in the shower. Okay, I'm the crazy one here.
Ay. Yeah, that's
People
Put a-
pee
put
in
a
the
cereal
shower
bowl
and
out
get
of the
their
pit
straw
stop.
right there.
Because it's so conformist. I gotta-
Sheltered life, and I'm grateful for it. My urine goes in designated receptacles, other than the one time I had to piss on a rat in India because there was no other option.
Wait. You have the piss on a rat in India?
Yes,
Established
I had to
dominance.
piss on a rat in India.
Explain why there was no other option than to piss on the rat.
Okay,
Yes, please.
so I don't know if you've ever been to an
Because there
Indian
was no
public
carpet.
toilet, but it's a trench. There was no carpet, but it was a trench. And the only trench spot that was available was the one with the rat, and I kept asking the rat very nicely to move. And eventually I'm like, I really had to pee, and it didn't move. And
Okay. That doesn't sound like you were forced to. That sounds like you chose to piss on the rat.
Look, okay, it was that or peeing in public.
And
Well, I mean, it was kind of
Rachel,
semi-public because it's a trench, but
So
and may I
instead
add-
you have little Mickey Mouse looking up at you. It's like, oh God!
and might I add, that's the point. Because sometimes you gotta pee where you gotta pee.
the point, yes, sometimes you gotta pee, and
gotta pee on a
sometimes there's a
rat.
carpet, sometimes there's a rat.
And sometimes there's a Tom and Jerry cartoon, and Rachel comes in and pisses all over Jerry.
Do not piss on Jerry.
And that's how water sports are born. You know, like I go every morning as my happiness to go outside with my dogs and pee in my backyard right by the tree outside, you know, because I've got a fenced in backyard. No one can see me, and it's
Are
fantastic.
you a fucking human or a Doberman? You piss everywhere at random.
Not random. It's planned.
I'm so glad that the question about Christmas has led to this.
Oh, there's spots around my yard because I got neighborhood animals that come over to my house, so I just pee in certain spots outside in the night. So this is my time. This is mine.
Well, I mean, you don't get to talk, Rachel, because now there's like a new species that has evolved in India called piss rats.
Well, I mean, if you live in a public latrine
Mother,
trench,
I'm
I guess
coming
this mouse was just German and a visitor. He
Oh.
just wanted to be there.
Just
Okay?
looked up at you and said, "You don't have to do this. You choose to do this."
Oh,
So not true.
So your urine, your American urine, hit this mutant German Nazi rat, and now you have a Nazi rat child out there. One, he's racist, obviously, but two,
Excuse me,
he's
I hate
mother.
to give you a biology lesson, but urine doesn't have any reproductive capacities.
You know what the funny
I
thing
said
is?
mutant Nazi rat. Clearly, this has superpowers.
Oh my god.
The funny
Chemical
thing
X.
is,
Rat that
Rachel
doesn't
has
have
convinced herself over the years that it was a rat. It was actually a small child.
It was just a hairy child.
Their mother was right next to her, and Rachel just like, watch this.
That little rat.
It's like a
Street
new,
rat.
it's like a
Rat.
new spin on the
Oh my
final
God! So
episode
like you're
of
calling
MASH.
a poor child born with a.
Well, it's like Aladdin. They call him a street rat. Did you pee on Aladdin? Why would you pee on Aladdin?
I pee on Aladdin. And no,
Ladies and
what?
gentlemen,
We have the
A and
magic
Deviants,
carpet in
Rachel
Judy's
peed on
bathroom.
Aladdin.
Like
And
suddenly
Judy Black is the
Aladdin's
magic
singing "Under the Sea."
God. Aladdin is just really a water sports metaphor, and I think that's how we should end this.
I think
No.
now.
That's the point. And that's the point.
That's the point.
And if you like more of this content, A and Deviants Junior Adventures and Friends, tune in.
What the fuck
each
is
and
wrong
every
with you?
quest for competence, because shit gets off the rails, and that's how.
Please
we
ask
like it.
us questions next time,
Please
please.
Yeah, ask us
do.
some real
I
fucking
asked about
questions.
Christmas and it ended with rat pissing.
And please ask about the piss rat.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and dragons! Authors and dragons!
It's a me, Mugio.